going on, you guys? Sports Runs the Diesel back at you here with another episode. And it is the end of the first round of the NBA playoffs. But don't worry, we have plenty more NBA action coming. Let's start off with the Milwaukee Bucks beating the Chicago Bulls here in 5 games. 116-100 here. And really the story of this game is DeMar DeRozan. He only scores 11 points, but he was scoreless in the first 26 minutes of this ball game, which is unacceptable for a player of his caliber. At one point in time, was an MVP candidate. And then obviously there was no Zach LaVine in this ball game as well. But Milwaukee doing their thing, and they will play the Boston Celtics in the second round of the NBA playoffs. What a series that's going to be. Moving over to the Golden State Warriors, who finish up their series at 5 games against the Denver Nuggets here, 102-98. 30 points, 19 rebounds, 8 assists for the Joker. Joker did score 12 points in the last 3 minutes and 46 seconds of the ballgame to try and keep Denver close here, but it just wasn't enough. Barton, Morris, and Gordon combined for 15 of 36 from the field. Wasn't a great shooting night for the three of them. And then on top of that, Bones Highland, who's a key factor in Game 4's victory as they avoided the sweep with 15 points. He only scored 4 points in this game. 6 of 29 from three-point range for Denver. That's not going to cut it here. And Golden State moves on. Philadelphia wins their series in 6 games against the Toronto Raptors here with a thrashing. 132-97 here. 33 points, 10 rebounds for Joel Embiid. I mean, I highlighted this in my last video with Embiid, Maxey, Harden, and Tobias Harris. You know, they did not shoot the ball well in game 5, and you know, that's why Toronto forced Game 6. Here in Game 6, they go off. They combine for 34 for 61. They shoot 58% for the game, 40% from downtown. I mean, Toronto just couldn't keep up offensively. There was no Van Vliet in this game, so that played a factor in this as well. But you give credit to a well-coached Nick Nurse team, as unfortunately they fall short here. Philadelphia will play the Miami Heat here in the second round of the NBA playoffs, but they will not have Joel Embiid because he is out indefinitely with a right orbital fracture. And if some of you guys are wondering, what's an orbital fracture? It is the bone structure behind your eye. That is your orbital due to an inadvertent elbow by Pascal Siakam here. And he also has a mild concussion. He is out indefinitely. And this is going to play a huge factor in Philadelphia's chances of not only making a deep postseason run, but, you know, making it to the finals and contending for a championship. And this is a huge loss for Philadelphia. The scoring output is not my problem with the 76ers because you got James Harden, you got Maxey, you got Tobias Harris. But my deal is the defensive end. Who's going to step up on the defensive end? And, you know, now that they're going to have Matisse Thybulle for more games now because he was ineligible to play in Canada because he's not vaccinated, that is going to change here as they play the Miami Heat. Moving over to Phoenix versus the New Orleans Pelicans as Phoenix wins their series in 6 games. 115-109 here behind Chris Paul. A game for the ages for Chris Paul. He goes perfect from the field. 14 of 14 from the field. He shoots 1 of 1 from downtown. 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 33 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. Phoenix shoots 60% overall in this game. 40% from downtown. It's Devin Booker's first game back. He only scores 13 points, but it didn't matter. It was the Chris Paul show in the second half as he was hitting everything. Talk about getting some shooter's touch. He was getting it all. But on the New Orleans Pelicans side, a great end of the season. I mean, as bad as they started off the regular season, some of you guys remember this, they started off the season 2-14. That's how they started the season. You have a rookie head coach in Willie Green. And then there is no Zion Williamson all year long. To think that they get into the play-in tournament, they win both of their play-in games, and then on top of that, they take a team that just went to the NBA Finals last year to 6 games in the first round, you know, and to think they didn't even have Zion Williamson, the future is bright for the New Orleans Pelicans. We will see where they go, and we'll see what happens with Zion, to be honest here, because, you know, he's up for a contract extension. He wants a contract extension with the New Orleans Pelicans. But is he worth the risk when he's missed more games in his first 3 seasons than he's played? And that's a red flag to me. Another conversation for another date and time. Moving over to Dallas and Utah. Dallas wins the series in 6 games, 98-96. And that was the thing at halftime. If Dallas could just keep it close, Dallas was going to win the ball game. They pull it out, win in 6 games. They play Phoenix in the second round of the playoffs, which is going to be a great series. But this is the first series win for Dallas since 2011, since they won the championship against the Miami Heat. They shoot great from the three-point line, 17 of 43, 39% from downtown. You feel for Utah because this could be the last run with Donovan Mitchell, Mike Conley, and Rudy Gobert. This is probably their last run. Things haven't played out well for Utah. They've had good teams, but when they get to the playoffs, they chill and relax, and things don't go well for Utah when they get to the postseason. And finally, our last game of the first round, the Memphis Grizzlies with another double-digit comeback against the Minnesota Timberwolves. They win the series in 6 games. John Morant, another near triple-double, 17, 8, 11. Pretty much every game was a close ball game. There was one game that wasn't particularly close, but every game was pretty much a tightly contested ball game. But Minnesota they don't have that killer instinct to put a game away. They go up double figures in the fourth quarter, and they can't put the ball game away. Here comes Memphis, and Memphis wins. They move on to the second round of the playoffs. They will play the Golden State Warriors, and what a matchup that's going to be. But thank you guys so much for your time. If you guys haven't already, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I hope to see all your faces in the next one. Deuces.